participants are free to send me any of them.
Okay, thanks very much.
I was just going to say one possible solution would be if we get overloaded with data from the observation, we could, because of the things you were saying about folk maybe acting unnaturally at the start, we could maybe focus on the later data. If it just depends what you find, but that might be one way of cutting it down. Just use the last few weeks' data or something.
Because overloaded data is really a serious problem in research, and I've read like things and most like linguistic things, they advise to start like the sooner you start collecting data, the sooner you start analyzing them, and try not to wait until the end of data, because overloaded data is really a serious problem that may really researchers go through that. So yeah.
Right, thank you. You also mentioned, I don't think you mentioned in your presentation, I may have missed it, but you certainly mentioned in your report here that you're going to be using NVivo for coding.
Yeah.
So that would certainly be a help in terms of a worry about overload. That well, you can overload in NVivo, I know, but the very fact that you're using NVivo to help with your coding, it will identify the key areas help you identify the key areas that you want, and therefore you might be able to determine patterns. So I think it's important. I'm not sure if you mentioned it.
Yeah, I have mentioned.
You didn't mention it? No. But I think that is important.
Can I take you back to Jona's question? You didn't answer it when Jona asked about what do you anticipate will be the reasons for people code switching. Have you got an idea in your head what you expect to find?
Is it because they live here in the UK, so they get used using English most of that of time? Maybe to fill the lexical gaps in their mother tongue, and maybe it's a matter of prestige. And I left something else. Maybe there is any other explanation unknown. So I will know this from their answer.
Were any of your participants actually unaware that they were code switching?
Sorry?
Any of the people that the participants in your research, were they absolutely unaware that they didn't know they were code switching until until it was made clear to them?
This is my question in the interview, if they use the code switching intentionally or they use it because they get used to code switching. So
She hasn't done that research, that's research still to come.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's going to. Sorry, I rephrased that. I phrased that incorrectly. I'm sort of talking about you thinking about the research. Is it a factor that's basing in, when I talked about your foundation for thinking about code switching and where your ideas are coming from, I guess that's how I should have phrased it. Will you be considering whether some of your participants are actually not aware that they're code switching? Or are you assuming that people are somehow even partly consciously aware of it?
Actually, I don't assume that people aware that they code switch.
Okay.
Yeah, because they already come from a background with the existence of more than one language in Algeria. They already could mix and French and Arabic. So when they can hear other new languages, they will be considered.
I think I'm trying to get a sense of where you're coming from, Linda, that's all. So sorry I confused you there.
Okay. I have a question. Thanks very much, Linda, for the motivating presentation. My question will be, you adopted to use the interpretivist approach, which deals with the real context. Don't you think that the positivism approach will be more appreciated?
Actually, this research is exploratory in nature, and it's not seeking to investigate or to test known hypotheses. And because we are dealing with participants from the real setting, the real life setting, we are dealing with controlled laboratory setting. That's why interpretivist is chosen.
Thank you.
Nina?
Thank you very much for the presentation, and I wasn't lucky enough to attend our presentation, but from the discussion I have a question, and from my experience as an Algerian and English student, I would like to know if you, what language you're gonna, as a written language you're gonna analyze during your analysis. Like, we are Algerians, we use French letters to write in Arabic during private conversations. Did you consider that or not?
Yeah, this I consider this point because I already my data will be translated.
So
Even if it is in Arabic, but with
you will translate it to English.
into English, and to highlight the where the code switch.
Sandra?
Linda, in one of your theoretical framework, maybe the first one, you've said that code switching link switches like between free morpheme formed morphemes. So my question is that can we apply this to code mixing or just limited to code switching?
Actually, code mixing is, scholars classified code mixing as a type of code switching because code switching can be applied on varieties and languages. But code mixing is the same, but only on languages. So we can apply the code switching, this theory on code mixing because code mixing is considered the intersentential code switching when you use one language, then other language, then first language, I don't know. So this can be applied, but because only between free morphemes. But when it comes to bounded morphemes, it will be borrowing. Linguistic behavior.
Anyone else? Okay, well, thank you very much, Linda, for all that. Thanks to everyone for coming along. Hope to see you doing similar performance.
Thank you so much.